Let me give you a real story. Let me tell you something that's so real to me. It's so real to me. It's why I am who I am. You know, sometimes people ask me, why do you keep going? Why do you never give up? Why are you so consistent? Why do you not stop when it seems like there's nothing happening, or it's not moving, or it's not going in your direction, or it's not working out for the betterment of you and your family and things like that? And I think back to when I found out my mom had cancer, right? So my mom, she had to go to the hospital, and she had checkups and things like that. And if anybody knows me, they know my mom is my rock. My mom is my everything. I love my mom. She's done so much she had done so much for me and my brothers and my sister. She's like Superwoman. And she tells me, she says, son, I have cancer. And at that moment, it's like my world was rocked. It was like I was shook to my core. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. I just immediately, like, tears just fell from my eyes. Because here's this woman who's like Superwoman. This woman who does everything. This woman who loves everybody. She goes to church. She's always praying. She's always putting everybody first. And now this Superwoman, my mother, the best woman in the world, she has cancer. And I cried. And then after I cried, I said, okay, what do we have to do? What do we have to do? What do we have to do to fight this? So it became a moment where it was time to not cry, not sulk, but now what do? We have to roll up our sleeves. What do we have to do to beat this thing? And my mom fought it. She fought it. And then came my son. And then, which gave her new life. So my mom started helping me raise my son, right? So now I'm a dad. A single dad. And my mom is helping me raise my son. And all of a sudden, I see my mom start to light up. I see my mom start to take on new life. I see her start to overcome this cancer. I see her start, growing and getting better, overcoming the radiation and the chemotherapy and things like that. And she's running around with little Simeon, with her grandson, and being there for me. So now I'm working on being a better person. I moved to California, and I go to California. And when I first went there, so my mom watched little Simeon, my mom and my sister. Little Simeon stayed with my mom and my sister while I'm in California, because I'm out there pursuing my dream and chasing my goals and trying to win. And my mom is in my corner from jump. So I'm out there. And when I get out there, I'm going to auditions. I'm working hard to make it happen. I'm doing everything that I have to do to be successful. I'm in overdrive. I'm not sleeping. I'm going to auditions. I'm going to the gym. I'm at Kinko's. I'm doing everything that I need to do to win. And my situation changed. The place I was staying at in California, it fell through. Didn't have a place to stay, didn't know what I was going to do. So it was either go home or figure it out. Well, I stayed. I lived in my car for 3 months. 3 months in a two-seater, a 1978 Datsun 280Z. Had my clothes in the back, in the hatch. I stayed in Marina Del Rey in the parking structure, and I would go to the LA Fitness, and I would work out at 4:30 in the morning. I would brush my teeth, take a shower, get dressed, go to auditions, and I ate at the dollar menu at McDonald's on the dollar menu every day. Twice a day, I had a double cheeseburger and a McChicken. And I didn't tell my mom. So I would work, and I would make money, and I would sit at home for my mother and for her, and to take care of my son. And I would keep going, and I would sleep in my car. And when I made enough money on the weekends, I would stay in a hotel for a day or two. But I never gave up. I got in the Screen Actors Guild. And while I was out there, I would go to high schools, and I would go to grammar schools, and I would talk to the students and get paid to talk to the students. My good friend of mine, Eric Moe, he put me in tune with the school he was working at, and I would go, I would speak, I would encourage him, I would tell my story, but no one knew that I was homeless. For 3 months, I was homeless and no one knew. And I wouldn't dare tell my mother, because if I told my mother, she would make me come home. So here I am. I'm working hard every day. I'm going to auditions. I'm booking gigs. And I'm doing this. And I'm staying. And I just kept going. And my point is, I didn't want to give up. And I wouldn't dare tell my mom, because she would have been like, bring your tail home. But I couldn't let her know or anybody else know that I was homeless. But I did everything I had to win. And that's why I'm at the space I'm in now. That's why I'm going to keep going. That's why I'm going to keep striving. That's why I'm never going to give up. I'm going to keep inspiring and motivating people to simply be their best. And I'm going to do my best to be my best. But when you think about your why, when you think about what drives you, when you think about success, when you think about winning, you have to understand and know that it is on the inside of you. That drive, that commitment, that dedication, that stick-to-itness, that perseverance, it has to come from within. You got to have faith in yourself, faith in your abilities, faith in who you are, because if you can't do it for yourself, you can't do it for someone else. So go get it. You got this. And never give up. Find a story, find a reason, find your why, and keep going.